All right. So this is the M we've been following for the past 2 days on volatility 100. The first leg, the second, the third, and the fourth. This is the neckline. This is the neckline here. That's the neckline of the M. Or let me bring it down to the wick. This is actually the neckline where we have the wick here. Okay? This is one leg, this is another, this is another, this is another. So you can see that's the M. Now, how do we draw the Fibonacci? On your laptop, you come over to where this F is, draw the Fibonacci retracement. You click it, and then you place it at the neckline. If you are drawing an M, you place it at the neckline, and you pull it up. Let me get rid of that line. You pull it up like that, in such a manner that you have the zero at the top and it graduates downwards like that. You can see it. Okay? So that's it. It's as simple as that. That's it. So this is the neckline. This is the 100% Fibonacci. Okay? This is the base of the M, where you have the zero. This is 127.2%, 161.8%, and 261.8%. So it increases downwards. Now, when you want to draw the W is the opposite. Let me get rid of these lines. The W is the opposite. There was a W spotted on the H4. Let me come down to H1. Do you see this H1? Usually after an M, you have a W. After a W, you have an M. The structures follow each other like that. Usually, that is how it happens. So this is a H1. Let me take you back to H4 so you can appreciate it better. So if this is a W, it's like this. This is one leg. This is another. Let me change the color so you see it better. Magenta. There you have it. This is another leg. That's the second leg. This is the third. And this is the fourth. Okay? So that's the W. Now let's draw the Fibonacci for that W. You pick up the tool, you bring it to the neckline. You click on it. The neckline in the W is the direct opposite of the neckline in the M. So while the neckline of the M faces downwards, the neckline of the W faces upwards. So when you place your Fibonacci on the neckline, you pull it down such that the zero is at the base, as you can see here. And the numbers graduate upwards. Do you see that? Do you see that? So that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. For the M, the numbers graduate downwards. This is the neckline. Let me take this off and draw it again from scratch. You place your Fibonacci at the base, okay? And then you pull it upwards, you drag it up. There you have it. That's it. Finish. Zero is at the top. The neckline is always the 100% Fibonacci. You need to remember that. So that 100% will be at the neckline here. the base, the zero is at the top, and the numbers graduate downwards. So ideally, your entry is at the 100% Fibonacci. After it must have broken and retested that neckline. You see? So this was actually, this was the ideal entry here. It broke the neckline and then went back and then came back and retested. Okay? So once it breaks it here, you enter here. And then you take your profits all the way down to the 161%. Sometimes, depending on the strength of price action, price stops at the 127.2% and then continues back upwards, depending on the strength of the trend. But once you see it has broken the 127%, it will almost always get to the 161%. Do you see what happened here? Now you have to remember that these things are fluid. It's fluid. It's not a fixed point that, oh, it must get to the 161.8% before you take your profit. You see these long wicks appearing here. Showed you. Sorry about this. This is some of my indicators. It shows price exhaustion, these long wicks. So this one appeared, this one appeared, this one appeared, this one appeared. My friend, take your profits and get out. Okay? It doesn't have to get to the, a fixed point that I must wait to the 161 before no. Once you start seeing these things, you just take your profit and get out and then wait. Usually when it gets to the 161, it will pull back again and then want to retest that 161 again. It will retest. This thing is going to come down. It will retest it. Okay. Now, also depending on the strength of the trend, if we're in a downtrend, it may get to the 161% and decide to break it and continue downwards, which is what I suspect might happen here, but it remains to be seen. Okay? It remains to be seen. Okay, so everything I've said for the M is true for the W in the reverse. Remember that. If this is our M and I had already shown you one W, perhaps I should scroll back and see if I can see some W here. It's just that you don't have to look too far for it. I already showed you one W, but I would like to see if I can get something much clearer than that, as perfect as that M that you saw. Let me see M1, H1. Anyway, to save time, that's it. So you can draw your Fibonacci on any time frame, on any time frame, on the monthly, weekly, daily, H4, H1, M30, all the way down to the M5, even on the M1, okay? But bear in mind that the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal from the Fibonacci. The higher the time frame, the more accurate it is. So it's best to draw it on the higher time frame, and then when you're seeking an entry, you look down into your lower time frames. So that's all there is to it. This is a W I'm drawing now. That's it. You place your Fibonacci tool, Fibonacci retracement, you place it at the neckline, okay, and then you draw it, you drag it down such that you have your zero at the base and the numbers graduate upwards. That's for the W. It's a complete opposite to the M. So that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Um, I'm going to close this session now.